With the 10th pick, the Chicago Bulls select Horace Grant of Clemson.
Ya, saat ini saya bersama salah seorang mantan bintang NBA, 17 musim di NBA, 4 klub, Orlando Magic, Seattle Sonics, LA Lakers, dan tentunya juga Chicago Bulls. Dia adalah number 54, Horace Grant. Horace, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Well, first thing first, let me shake your hand.
Thank you.
Normally I would do this at the end, but this time is different. I want to jump right into it and touch the very same hand that swatted away KJ and Charles Smith. It was this hand, right? The very same hand, the right hand.
The right hand.
Wow. So how you doing?
Yeah, very well. I'm just honored to be here on your show and honored to be here in Indonesia working with the junior NBA and some fantastic kids.
Well, I'm such a huge fan. I mean, I spent my high school and college years watching you play in the NBA, the championships, the goggles, and the voice of Ray Clay.
Clemson, 6'10", Horace Grant.
I mean, were the Bulls the first team in NBA history to pull off such a stunt? I mean, as far as taking up the starting lineup intro up a notch.
Well, you have to give a lot of credit to Ray. You know, that voice is in a class by itself.
Right.
And then, you know, you have to give credit to the fans who came out and cheered for us. But you know, with his voice, just gave us so much more energy when we ran out there on the floor. I mean, to have your name called, you know, along beside, you know, Michael Jordan and Scottie
And you always
Pippen.
come out first.
Yes, you know, try to get me out first, and then, you know, of course, you know, you have Michael last and Scottie, then the rest of the guys in between.
Why? Because Scottie doesn't want to go first?
No, he's shy. Scottie's shy.
All right, lights out, video screen, and the crowd goes wild. Would you say it was a brilliant move done by the Bulls PR guys? I mean, try to pump you guys up, boost the adrenaline, and psych out the opponent, even before tip-off. Was that the idea?
It had, you know, some ideas in there like that in terms of getting us hyped up and getting the fans crazy, and all of a sudden, you know, I don't think that intimidated, you know, guys like Patrick Ewing or Charles Barkley or anybody like that, but it definitely gave us a little edge.
And well, now everybody's doing it, some way over the top. But anyway, I should say welcome back to Indonesia. You were here last year, right? Playing some exhibition games. Now you're back. Decided to coach some of the local kids, local youngsters here as part of the Junior NBA Indonesia 2014 National Training Camp. That's what it's called. So how do you get to be involved with the program?
Well, I'm giving back to the NBA, who just gave me a great 17-year career. And I love working with kids. You know, I have my own basketball camp back in California for underprivileged kids. And here, you know, it's just a stepping stone for the NBA to, you know, bring some great talent out of Indonesia. And believe me, you know, we have 64 kids here. We have 1,000, but 64 got selected. And these are some special kids.
And the number is 64, but the number is 50 for you next year. You're going to turn 50. You feel old?
No, I'm still young. My heart is young.
You still work out every day?
I work out 3 days a week. I have a trainer come over, and at this age, you kind of have to watch what you eat. Once an athlete, majority of the time, always an athlete.
You still think you can box out Kevin Love playing today?
Well, I would give
For a rebound?
For about 2 or 3 rebounds, I'll box him out.
The rest will be 6 fouls.
Yeah, 6 fouls, definitely.
Nah, you're being modest. Well, you got 4 rings. I see you wear one of them there.
Yes.
You have 4 rings, 91, 92, 93 with Chicago and 01 with LA. Which is the most special one for you?
Well, they all are unique in their own way, but if I had to choose one, that's the first one, that special one. Going against Magic and the Lakers and AC, and not knowing what to expect in our first finals, but we got the job done. Michael led us, and with John Paxson hitting the threes and Scotty doing his thing, it was a whole team effort, and I would say the first one.
You left the Bulls in '94. Looking back, do you regret not staying put, not winning another three-peat with Michael and Scotty?
I thought it was time to move on from '94, from that year when I left and went to Orlando, because I thought playing with a young Shaquille O'Neal, a young Penny Hardaway, Dennis Scott, Nick Anderson, I'm like, okay, it's time to start another dynasty. Unfortunately,
you made it to the finals.
We made it to the finals first year, but we ran into a tough Houston team with Akeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler, Robert Horry. But I thought that team, meaning the Magic, we had a great upside. Just unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Let's talk about Michael. Is he the greatest ever?
My opinion, I think he is. I never saw Wilt play, or the great Bill Russell or Oscar Robertson, but I would put Michael in the front of any person who ever played the game. And I say that in respect to all the other great athlete basketball players, but I've seen this guy do some things that I've never seen anybody do. Great leader, such a competitive person, and when I say leader, he instilled into us as a team some of the things that we didn't think we could accomplish out there on the floor.
You played with Michael in Chicago and you played with Kobe in LA. You know where I'm going with this, right? Do you dare?
I've been asked this question quite a few times, and I have Michael at 1 and Kobe at 1A. Kobe, I saw, Michael in this young man. The way he carried us one year, my first year with the Lakers in '01, going through the playoffs, dunking on Tim Duncan, David Robinson. He was the guy. I'm sitting there watching this young man amaze, the NBA. Of course, Shaq had a lot to do with it also.
And Phil Jackson is that master. Is he also the greatest ever?
Phil, I say the greatest ever, because when you can take different personalities and egos and make sure they have the same goal, he should have had all kinds of awards.
And I got to mention before we go some of the Horace Grant highlights. Let's start with '93 playoffs, Bulls and Knicks. Game 5, a must-win for you. The Charles Smith closing seconds. Fouled 4 times in a row.
Ewing for Smith. Smith. Stopped again by Pippen. What a play by Scottie Pippen.
Not a single call.
Not a single foul. Not one foul. And I've gone back and watched that in slow motion. I have it recorded. And not one foul. Charles is a good friend of mine to this very day, but he should have went up a lot stronger.
That's your defense. That's your defense. And then a year later, Game 5 again. Michael's playing baseball this time. Closing seconds, Scotty and Hubert Davis. Hugh Hollins the whistle.
And here comes Starks up the middle. Screen and roll with Ewing and Starks. Starks has to kick it back out. Davis for the win. He's fouled on the play.
Fouled on the play.
Scottie Pippen fouled him with 2.1 left. He cannot believe it. Wow. And he has to just walk away from referee Hugh Hollins.
Was Was it a foul or was it compensating for the year before?
Well, we didn't have Michael on the team, so that took a lot of weight from us getting that call. No foul. That foul should not have been called. Not foul. That call should have not been called.
All right, and one last one is the Paxson shot. Looking back, people keep talking about Michael scoring all of Chicago's 9 points leading up to that 3, and of course Paxson's 3, but not many people remember it was assist Horace Grant. You were the last guy to touch the ball before he kicked it back out.
They want Michael to get a full head of steam, try to keep him in the middle of the floor. Well, Pippen got the snap. Here's Paxson for 3. Yes! The Bulls take a 1-point lead, and Phoenix calls for time.
Was that exactly how the play was drawn?
Well, I was having a tough game, and I got the ball, and I thought about laying it up, but you know, something told me just to look out, and Paxson was wide open because Danny Ainge and Marley was coming to double team me. Just kicked it out to Paxson, wide open. I would take that shot any day, even before me laying the ball up, because I know Paxson's a great shooter.
And then on defense, you blocked KJ driving through the lane, and then you won the three-peat, first team to three-peat in 27-something years.
Yeah, I mean, that was a great moment for the Chicago Bulls, and there was no way KJ was getting that shot off.
So who do you think is going to win the title this year? Cavs, finally?
I'm looking at my Chicago Bulls.
Really? With D-Rose coming back?
With D-Rose coming back and Paul Gasol on that team, and the way they did, what they accomplished last year, I got the Bulls.
All right. I wish we can speak a lot longer, but time's up. You're a busy guy. Please come back. It's a huge country. There's plenty to see. It's beautiful. Tell Harvey, your brother, to come back.
I sure will.
All right. We certainly appreciate you coming here, sharing your knowledge and experience with the kids. Hope to see an Indonesian play in the NBA someday.
Thank you for having me.
Horace Grant, the General. Thank you very much. Take care.
It has come down to this possession.
They want Michael to get a full head of steam, try to keep him in the middle of the floor.
Well, Pippen got the snap. Here's Paxson for 3. Yes! The Bulls take a 1-point lead, and Phoenix calls for time with 3.
Oke, sekarang kita akan coba mereka ulang kejadian di akhir Game 6, Final 9-3, Bulls Suns. We're trying to reenact the Paxson shot. So Roger over there, he's going to be Michael. And what's your name? Lester will be Scotty. Scotty will inbound the pass to download to Horace, and Horace will kick it out. I'll be Paxson. Hopefully this works. Let's go. Michael to Scotty, Scotty download to Horace. Horace tries to lay it up, bring it out to Paxson, and he jumps, he shoots. Oh! I'm in my street clothes.
I know street clothes.
It's tough.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
You're very welcome.
All right.